Welcome, everyone, to the L7C podcast, Pop Culture Edition. Today, we have a very fun episode for you guys. Today, we have our pop culture expert, Miss Chelsea Hepburn, with us. How are you doing today?
Swell, how are you?
I'm doing swell. Wow. That's a good one. That's good. Swell. We haven't had swell on here in a long time, so we're glad you're bringing in swell.
Oh, God.
The reason I said fun and happy because Chelsea was starting to realize that her past couple individual episodes have actually been very, very serious. Very well liked, but very serious. The last one was the body dysmorphia one, which is, I think, our most liked podcast on the blog website.
Oh my God, I'm so cool.
It was a very important topic, and you were resonating with a bunch of people.
Yes.
So that was really cool. And obviously, Chelsea was on our biggest podcast ever talking about Roe v. Wade. So she was like, yeah, we need to do something fun things. So today, we are going to be doing our top 10 pop stars from Disney and Nickelodeon. Before we go into lists and all that stuff, and we'll work our ways, we'll both say our number 10s and then work our way up. Chelsea, what was like your criteria when you were thinking about these people?
I think it was a hodgepodge of things. Like, were they trailblazers at the time? How much of an impact did it have on me? Like, did I buy their CD and listen to it on repeat? And then where are they now in their lasting star power?
Good.
You know,
those were really good.
Like that's what I was looking at. What about you?
My first thing was, can you sing? That was the first thing.
You were looking at talent?
Oh, absolutely. First was talent.
Oh.
Number two, and then it was cultural impact. Did your stuff sell?
Like, was it a bop or did it flop?
So if you were musically talented, but then you just didn't go that route,
yeah,
that was fine. But yeah, if you couldn't sing, I was like, I can't have you on. But
then you also have to look at like their overall, not just vocals, but like stage presence. Did they have good music videos? Did they go on tour? Like, what was the dealio?
Oh yeah. So we're gonna start at 10, and then we'll work our ways up to 1.
Oh gosh.
Before when I gave this idea, because I gave Chelsea 5 ideas, I said, I think we're gonna both have the same number 1. To me, number 1 was a no-brainer.
Mm.
Chelsea's like, we might have different ones, so very interested to see on that. So let's start with number 10. Who did you have number 10?
I had Ashley Tisdale.
Ooh, okay.
She was out there. Like, not only was she in High School Musical, 1, 2, and 3, and had the Sharpay's Fabulous spin-off, but she also had her own... She continues to put out music. Actually, she just had an album come out 2 years ago. But she was not one of the first, but after High School Musical came out, she was one of the first to have her own albums because of that. But then her album, Headstrong, was also more controversial because it wasn't with Disney's like production company. It was with another one that Disney helped promote. So Headstrong was a bop, and she performed it at the tour of High School Musical, and she just continues to do good things. And she's super wholesome.
That's a good number 10.
Yeah.
Good number 10. I had a lot of notable people that I left off, unfortunately, but number 10 for me actually was Elizabeth Giles, aka Jade, aka someone who is going to be very high on my list, just spoiler alert, Ariana Grande's best friend. So I had her she could sing her ass off. That's one thing. Her Christmas album stuff with Ariana was really good. Like obviously she could sing on Victorious. And also she has been killing it outside. Like when you talked about stuff outside, she's been dominant, like the Dynasty show and all of that, being a main character, and she's a fantastic singer. So I had her at number 10. Number 9. Do you want to go first on number 9 or me?
You can go first.
All right, so we'll alternate. Number 9 might come, because this list is pretty stacked. Number 9, I had Selena Gomez. Down at 9.
Oh. Interesting. I have her in a different spot.
These people up here are pretty stacked, but obviously Wizard of Waverly Place, her songs, all of that stuff is just really good. I just think the people in front of her are better singers and have better stage presence when on stage and more cultural impact. I only have her at 9.
Oh. So this is going to be a hot take, because she can sing, and she is wonderful, and I love her. But I put Zendaya as number 9.
I had her as my left out bubble.
Yeah, because she can sing. Like she did an album, and her one single, Replay, obsessed. Like it's so good. I still listen to it to this day. But she hasn't done anything musically, so that's why I put her at 9.
That's a good one.
I think if she were just to randomly decide to put out music, I think it would chart all over the place, and it would be good too, not just charting because she's popular, but because she has a voice.
That's good. Who was your number 8?
Ooh, every time I keep putting my phone down. It was Hilary Duff, because the vocals They're cute, they're fun, but her music as a whole, it always has an impact. It's always just, like, charted regardless of what she puts out, but I also have very distinct memories of when she put out, um, what was that album? Now I'm blanking on the name, Danger or whatever, after she broke up with Joel Madden, and it was so good. So good. Like, I listened to it on replay, and I'm pretty sure if you put on any song from that album, the lyrics are still probably ingrained in my brain. And she's super outgoing still. Like, she does all the random TV shows, and she's such a good role model for everyone too. Like, love her.
Number 8, who I had at number 8, was also Hilary Duff.
Interesting.
For the same reasons. One, if this was just from a crush standpoint, Hilary Duff is near the top because
we all are.
Because she has aged like she's aged beautifully. Like, she looks better and better as she gets older. And I know a lot of people joke on the meme of that's what happens when a Disney star who has 0 issues is allowed to age. Like, they age like fine wine, which she is drop dead, phenomenally gorgeous. And I don't have anything else to add. All the stuff you said was valid. And obviously, like, Lizzie McGuire show and The Dreams Are Made Of song, like, that's probably her best song that everyone knows. So yes. I had her at number 8 as well.
Interesting.
Number 7, I had a group.
I did too.
I had the Jonas Brothers. I almost wanted to separate them and put them whoever you thought was the most successful Jonas, but as a group, they were a cultural phenomenon in the late 2010s, and obviously as they've all split up, done their stuff when they're together.
Yeah.
I felt like they deserved to be in the top 10.
I did too. Like, they have continued to age and grow with their fans, which I think is something that's super important. And they've all kind of been able, with the exception of Ken, sorry, have gone off and been successful with exploring different music genres between Nick and Joe. But honestly, I think Joe has become the better vocalist compared to Nick. I think Nick has just stayed stagnant, but whenever Joe lets something out, it's always better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who'd you have at number 6? Look at that, 2 for 2 on the same one.
So I had a duo for number 6, Allie and AJ.
Okay.
Allie and AJ. One, Cowbells, Supreme movie. They did some of the music for that, and they've always done great songs throughout, and their music videos are played heavily on Disney Channel. But lately, they have been doing music, like, there's the song called Church, and, like, they've put out new albums, and it's so good. It's very, like, folky, but pop, but dance at the same time. Like, their lyrics are so good. Like, amazing. And they're actually coming to Cleveland in the fall, so I'm gonna go.
Go?
I think so. I want to. Okay. I say I'm going, but my schedule is insane.
So, number 6 for me is the first person from maybe the greatest assembly of talent maybe in history. Number 6 for me was Christina Aguilera.
Oh, God, yeah.
From the Mickey Mouse Club. Singing-wise, there's probably only 2 people other than her on my list who I think can compete with her, but in her prime, I mean, she was obviously deemed as Britney Spears' rival. All of the songs that she's gone, all the stuff she's went through, and the bangers she's put, she's fell off. A lot of people don't really know Christina, but like prime Christina was it. So I have her at my number 6.
I think she's coming back though. She recently just headlined LA's Pride Fest. Yeah, so she sang with Kim Petras. I don't know if you've heard of her. She sings really fun, slutty music. Her newest album was literally all slut pop.
Is that the album that you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, I know who that is now.
Yes. So Christina actually performed a few songs with Kim, and she, can I say dildo on this?
Yeah,
okay, well, I just did. She saying using a dildo and strap on.
Okay.
And it was a lot. Am I allowed to say that too?
You're allowed to say whatever you want.
Okay, cool.
Who you got at number 5? Or is it my turn?
I can go.
Okay.
I have Britney Spears. I didn't put her number 1 because
this is a hot take of hot takes.
And I have a Britney Spears song lyrics tattoo on my body, and we all know how much I love her. I went back and forth on this one. She is the pop princess. She is the most legendary Britney Spears. But I think knowing everything that we know now, like, her music is obviously phenomenal, and I'll still continue to listen to it. But I think she needs to put out music for her own and not be controlled, and actually have creative direction, because her last 2 albums have not been it. It's literally, she put out music to make money for her parents. Like, you can tell that the music was not well done. It was very rushed. It was not her style. But she's one of the best performers, and she's obviously one of the most prolific singers of our time. Yeah. And I struggled with that one.
Well, spoilers. Chelsea was then right in previous text because we are not going to have the
Said
same.
we're not going to be the same.
The same number one, but I'll explain why Miss Spears is number one for me. But number 5 for me, since it's kind of funny how one of your favorite people is number 5. This person has, when I talked about Christina, is one of the other 2 people who can go at her lyrically.
Oh.
And people know how much I love and stand this person, and if I wasn't with who I would with, I'd go marry this person in a heartbeat, and that is Demi Lovato. Obviously, Camp Rock, all of that, and the music. I mean, obviously, she is one of the best singers I've ever heard in my entire life when she is like focused and all of that. And it's just the fact that with her, there's always them. If she's going by them, now I saw that she. That there's always something up with Demi, and it pains me because I think personally she could be one of the greatest of all time, but there's always something up. But vocally, hits wise, she's in the top 5. That's what I had to find. I'll go for number 4. Yeah. Number 4 is actually my last male on this list from the Mickey Mouse Club, and that's Justin Timberlake.
He's a dick.
He is, but we can't deny NSYNC obviously was a cultural phenomenon. The stuff he's done, his dancing, all of that, I couldn't deny him. He had to be in the list. Who did you have at number 4?
Cheetah Girls.
Oh, the whole group. Raven and all, okay.
Raven and all.
I like it.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, because you could do them individually, but I don't like their music individually. They had 1 or 2 singles, and that was it. But Cheetah Girls as a whole, so good. Everything about it.
I like it.
Yeah. Very strong vocalists.
Oh, I agree. Who'd you have number 3?
Number 3, let me look at my list again. Selena. She's a top 3. She's a top 3. Yes.
Stop.
Okay, no. Her songs are always good. The vocals may not be the strongest of the world, but she knows that and she owns that. There was an interview with her and Kelly Clarkson talking about it, where she's like, yeah, like, I'm not a singer. I think this might be my last album, when she was talking about Rare. And Kelly was like, no, you are a singer. You put out great music. You have a voice to sing. You have stories to tell, and your music's always good. And Rare was such a good album. So good. And she's actually going to be releasing new music soon. There's been footage of her performing on a music video. She's like dancing up by a car, and she looks fantastic. But her songs, Come and Get It, are you kidding me? Like, that was a bop. And I remember playing it on repeat freshman year of college because I thought I was cool and thought it before everyone else, and I was a trendsetter. I was, though. It was so good. And she has a song with Kid Cudi off of it. Oh my god. And that breakup song, when she plays the voicemail between like her and Justin Bieber with the Heart Wants, you cannot tell me that is not good. You cannot. And Good For You? Are you kidding me? That was a sexual anthem. What's your issue? You're making a face.
Look.
Look.
I'm a nice person. I'm not here to slander anybody.
Don't you come at her.
She ain't top 3. Let me
she's top 3.
No, she's not.
She's an unproblematic queen.
She's not top 3. You've heard of the show Versus, right? Where they put people, like artists, against each other and then go like hit for hit, like talk about their best hits and all that stuff. You ever? All right.
I've heard of it. I haven't listened to it.
So let me get this straight. So you have her at top 3.
Yeah.
So you're saying hit for hit, she's better than Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Hit for hit, she's better than Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit for hit, she's better than Christina Aguilera. Hit for hit, you're talking, if you get these people's top songs and Selena's top songs, you go through.
Yeah, I like the more bubblegum pop at the moment. But Dirty from Christina does top a lot.
And I'm not even going to talk about who you had number 5, because hit for hit, Selena stands absolutely 0 chance. She does not stand 0 chance against Britney Spears. But
Selena as a whole, I think, is my top 3.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, for the moment. We'll see next week.
We'll see next week. Number 3 for me, who I felt like these 3 actually weren't debatable. Number 3 for me is Miley Cyrus. She is my 3rd, and she hit for hit kills Selena Gomez too. Now I'm on this Selena thing now.
Now you're like upset.
No, I'm not upset. I'm just shocked.
But
obviously, I mean, Miley Cyrus had bangers on her own show, Hannah Montana.
She also had the album Bangers.
And she had the album Bangers. And she knows how to perform. She knows how to make hits. Like, I don't think there's anything much to say about. She comes from a music pedigree, and she's top 3 all time for me.
Okay. Who's your number 2?
Oh, number 2 is the best, probably the best singer vocally on the planet.
Miss Ariana.
Is Ariana Grande.
She's also my number 2.
My favorite. If anyone who's known me, I've liked Ariana since she was Kat on Victorious. And
you always were like, she's going to be a star.
Absolutely. And I have the tweets, and every year when it pops up that tweet, I resend it to everyone because I'm like, I was calling this from day one. And you think I'm obsessed with Demi. There were times where Victorious was on during college, and I wouldn't leave to go to a college party until the show was over because I didn't want to miss a chance for Kat to sing.
Oh no! And if you were having the college party and it was on, there would be times where I would walk in and it was just playing.
Oh yeah, like I have the Victoria's album just to listen to her. All the cast could sing, but like the fact the first time you heard her sing was in the crossover with iCarly, who was a notable person that I didn't have, Miranda Cosgrove. But I was like, holy crap, this girl can really sing. Why doesn't she sing more? Then obviously they hacked my phone because she started singing more. But the record she puts out now, what she's done in the past, what she's going to do in the future, as long as she wants to do it, I think she's the best singer on the planet. That was the only other person I thought could go. She's singing voice with Christina and Demi. But
also insane live. Her vocals are insane. Her shows are so well produced. Like, she is so good. But she was also my number 2 for all of those reasons.
So I know who your number 1 is. Your number 1 is Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I when you said that, yeah, I understand. So why is Miley your number 1?
Miley is my number 1, not only because of all the chaos she caused by growing up.
Would put her down for that. But...
And I've always said, and I'm pretty sure I have tweets somewhere, but I don't actively tweet, that she's just growing up. Like, we've all done the same shenanigans, maybe not to that scale because we're all poor, but we all had our shenanigans, so don't judge her. Forget the haters. Like, song lyrics. But her vocal range is so insane to me. The fact that she can sing rock, the fact that she can sing bubblegum pop to more of an edgy pop, and she just keeps changing herself. Like, every single album that she's put out is completely different. She doesn't stick to the same genre. She doesn't stick to the same, like, I'm going to sing about sex and only sex. She will sing about everything, and it's so good. And the fact that her last album, Plastic Hearts, had Joan Jett amongst other people come out of the woodwork to be on that album speaks volumes to her talent. And then if you see videos of her getting ready to perform for her concerts and stuff, Homegirl will be belting out her songs or any other song while sprinting on a treadmill and sounds flawless. Flawless, like nobody else puts in that work. And she's also one of the few people who will go cover a song and it'll be 10 times better than the original. Jolene, Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High? Everything. She has done songs with Britney. She's done songs with Madonna. She's done songs with Joan Jett. She's done X, Y, and Z. And she's so good. She's also amazing live, and I want to see her again. And I want her to do another album like Bangers. Yeah, that's my number 1.
All right. Well, I already hinted my number 1. So my number 1 is the Princess of Pop. I mean, Britney Spears. I can list all of her accolades, but then this podcast will be like 6 hours long.
Because she's amazing.
So
because she has a song with Elton John coming out, that's going to be more of her real vocals, and I'm very excited for it. I think the more that she's able to play with her music and get back to who she was, I think she'll bump up. But because I know that her last few albums haven't been it because of the control and everything else, that's why I had to rank her lower. But if we're talking like blackout Britney, stronger Britney, oops, I did it again. Oh.
Well, you got to put everything
in
consideration. Because
I know, and that's why I did. Because her other albums were not good.
But no one on this list, not even close, has hit the peak she's hit when she was in her peak.
Yeah.
I mean, and all these people are great in their art, but she's literally the cultural phenomenon of the 2000s. Mm-hmm. She brought teen pop back. Like, she had Oops, I Did It Again was the fastest selling album by a female artist in the United States for 15 years. She's had some of the most successful albums in history. Grammys, she's won everything a musician can want.
She revived Vegas.
She did. And people she's inspired, who are most of these people are even on my list. Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, there's some Haley Seinfeld, Victoria Justice.
Selena went to a wedding.
Selena, Charlie XCX, Meghan Trainor, like The Weeknd. There's Lana Del Rey, like Lady Gaga, like Del Rey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Lady Gaga said, Britney taught us how to be fierce. And you see the cultural impact this woman has, that the conservatorship, she's probably changed those things forever now as well. And all these stars that come out in support of her. And
absolutely.
There's one of those things where if you put every musician, like any genre, any of that, and you're doing like a Mount Rushmore of like the top 4 greatest of all time, Britney has to be considered.
She does. She 100% does.
She was the diamond of the Mickey Mouse Club.
She was. She's better than Justin Timberlake, who shouldn't have been on your list, but whatever.
I mean, you can't lie about the hits he's produced. Some of his, as a group, Bye 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 still gets played at almost every wedding to this day. If your hits can be in the 2000s and you're still getting played in 2022, and you're going to get played on, you can't deny that. I know you don't like him for personal reasons, but
him and I are going to throw down.
He has a lot of hits, like a lot. Can't deny that.
I know. I just can I have like a guide top one and
You
pump
can.
Britney back up there?
You can.
I just
There's a lot of people I wanted to put. Like I wanted to put Zendaya at like 10. I also wanted to put even Leon Thomas from Victorious because he is a phenomenal singer producer. Like he's won I think a Grammy as a producer. Victoria Justice can really sing. The only reason Vanessa Hudgens I wanted to put her. Victoria I would have put on, but that was the only bias I had because I still can't get over the fact that she's the reason Victoria's ended because she wouldn't let Ariana and the others get props for being good singers. So,
but then they put Are with Jeanette McCurdy,
and that's a whole other thing. Which
I'm going to read the book. I don't have it because
I can't read that. I can't read a book where it's like I'm glad my mom died.
I mean, I get it.
I do too, but like, I don't think I can name a book for that.
I feel like I could have named Big Rabbit.
That's bad. That's
Rip. Where the hell?
I also want to put Big Time Rush because they could really sing. Big Time Rush, the greatest national anthem I've ever heard. That they sung at a football game, and I was like, it was so good. I downloaded it on my iPod. Wait,
who? So Victorious, the BFB, my best friend's brother. That was Victoria and.
That was Victoria, Ariana, and Leon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I still watched that music video from the.
I still listen to that song.
Yeah, I watched the show version because the original one is just Victoria. I'm like, oh, you're great, no, but I'd rather hear Ariana and Leon, and so.
Yeah, but also Sneaker Night from Vanessa Hudgens.
That's a good one. Like she can go too. It was just like.
Yeah, that's right. A Sneaker Night.
But no, you know Britney. I was just shocked because when I was doing, I was like, that was the first name I filled out. Britney 1, Ariana 2, Miley 3. Then the rest I had to think. If Demi wasn't getting all the stuff she got into, I'd be biased and I'd have her like a 3. But
I know.
Hit for hit, she's very good, but hit for hit, she doesn't have better hit. She doesn't have as many hits as Miley, and that would be a verse I would love to see. Any of these people going at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Demi is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Albums have been fantastic.
Sorry, not sorry. In 2018, that was
the one. That was a good one. She stresses me out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hold her and want to protect her and make sure everything's okay.
Oh, I'm a Demi stan. 100%.
If we ever bring up like something like the ice cream incident again, like that.
Yeah.
Like you look at Ari, who had the donut incident.
That was bad too.
That was embarrassing.
That was bad too, but
I had misguided instances in public. Like it happens.
But
yeah.
So you're gonna move Britney back to 1?
I'll swap her and Selena. So
you're gonna put Selena at 5, Britney at 1.
No, Selena at 3.
Selena and Britney at 3.
No. Yeah. So Britney's 3.
Britney's better than Ariana Grande and Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
One of the things, my biggest thing is they don't exist if it wasn't for her.
I know, but
that is none of these people exist if it wasn't for her. Besides the people her own age.
But and the weirdest thing is Christina could have beat out Britney at one point.
Could have.
Because they were both Disney stars. Mm-hmm. They were both from similar socioeconomic backgrounds. Like they both struggled, and then they both had these hits after hits, and everyone loved to pit them against each other. Mm-hmm. Like loved it. And it was just wild. Because you had Genie in a Bottle versus Oops, and like Genie in a Bottle's slutty. It's a slutty song, but because Britney did her outfits that she did, she was ashamed.
If you went down the street right now, and any age, 0 to 99, do you think more people would know a Britney song or a Miley song?
I think a Britney song because Miley has gone over into more of a rock, edgier thing.
What would you say is Miley's probably the most known songs? What? Probably Party in the USA?
It's our national anthem.
Okay, so Party in the USA. So yeah, Party in the USA. And Britney, you can really pick. Oops, I Did It Again.
I think Party in the USA would be more played. I do.
Do you think they would know that it's Miley, or I
think they would.
Oops, I Did It Again is Britney.
I think they would know that's Miley. And the reason why I say it would be one of the more top played or everyone would know it is because it's played at every single 4th of July.
That is true.
Like Oops isn't.
That's true. Then she can be like, oh, Britney's like, let me go through my catalog. Are we at the club? I need to pull out like Toxic, or I need to
Give Me More.
Give Me More.
Blackout is such a good club album.
Till the World End. Like she can just.
I remember when that song came out.
Yeah, that was the anthem for 2012. The world was supposed to end.
I remember downloading it on my iPod because we were redoing my room, so I was camped out in the living room in the middle of winter, just listening to it. Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about the list? You brought up Jenny McCurdy, who she is one herself. She's in something, but
yeah, I'm excited to read her book. I'm very intrigued by it. My friend has it at the moment. I'm going to buy it when she's done.
Your couple broke up. I told you they wouldn't last all the way. Kim and Pete.
I loved them. They were cute together. I was here for it. I like Kimberly.
That's a whole other.
Kimberly's cool. I feel like she'd be very nice to me, minus the body image issues that I wouldn't develop. But I liked them. Their energy was cute. Like, do I think it was a little weird that he had all those tattoos for her? Yeah, and I think that speaks to his mental health, and like he's open about it, and obviously has a pattern. But I just, when she was like, "Do you want to shower together?" and he literally checked his phone. That's the energy that I want. It's so cute.
Obviously, didn't like
it was cute.
It was cute. It's dead now.
I feel like they're gonna get back together though.
I don't know.
I feel like we're gonna see a Kimberly Peter reunion.
Unless she finds someone else and marries that person.
All I know is that she better not go to Kanye again.
Why not?
Because he's trash.
A lot of people say Kim is trash.
No. He's super talented and very creative. Mm-hmm. But like, he also struggles with mental health issues, but won't do anything about it.
He does it all. It all snapped when his mom died.
Yeah, and like that's sad, but like my dad died. You don't see me doing the shit that he does.
Oh,
granted, I don't have the money.
I was gonna say you don't have the money, and people listening are like, why should we believe her? We don't know her. Maybe she does.
You don't know my life.
And that's what they're saying. Maybe
I'm literally in bed by 10 p.m. 90% of my nights with my cats and a face mask.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Nice.
So this was fun.
Yeah.
This very good.
I'm shocked by who you picked.
Why?
I don't know.
I put singing above everything else. I mean,
I
and your impact, like, there's no one else. You could put all 9 of these people combined and they don't have the cultural impact as Britney Spears.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
But Britney Spears, I mean, I haven't seen this since Michael Jackson. If Britney Spears passed away today, her funeral would be on national television.
It 100% would, and I think that's wrong. It's like Princess Diana.
It is wrong, but that's how big of an icon her stuff would be on national television.
Yeah.
Because the only other person was Michael Jackson, and I saw that live when I was watching when I was middle schooler, so she passed away, her stuff would be on national television.
Dude, I still remember where I was when I found out he died. I was at a church camp.
Exactly. I'm saying, like, if it happened right now, it'd be breaking news on every news station. It'd be breaking news on sports station.
I think it would be one of those things where you would get like a push notification on your phone. Yeah. Like Britney Spears.
Yeah. That's how
I don't even want to say it. Like, she's not allowed to.
That's how big of an icon she is, man. I mean,
she just got married. She's not allowed to.
And also, too, a lot of the other biggest thing, which we've talked about on our Britney pods, is a lot of people on my list, if they would have gotten half the stuff, like with the media questions and all that, they would have crumbled.
Mm-hmm.
Britney has persevered all of that and come out the way she is. Like, I couldn't imagine, especially in this day and age, because, people say kids are grown softer and all that. If you would have had like a 10-year-old Miley Cyrus getting asked the questions a 10-year-old like Britney was by like a 60-year-old dude, like,
well, but Miley kind of was.
Not to the same degree.
The Vanity Fair cover of Miley when she was 12, 14, somewhere in that age range, where she was in the sheet and her back was exposed. And people slut-shamed her for that. Like 100%, and then started asking her all these questions, and she had to come out once and say that she was a virgin, along with like the Jonas Brothers and this and the other thing. And like Miley got like beat up for that.
Looking at it right now.
Yeah.
And she took back the apology in 2018.
Yeah.
About posting. She wasn't 12. She was 15.
Okay. Still a minor. Still very, very young.
But Britney was getting asked by 6-year-olds when she was 10 if she had a boyfriend.
Which is nasty. Nasty 6-year-olds.
And like
if you are a grandpa listening to this, don't ask if people have boyfriends. Or if you're a grandma, don't ask.
And Miley's stuff, like with her stuff, controversial, whatever, Liam, all that jazz, that was just on like pop shows, like in like pop channels and all that stuff. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline was the main talk. We were in freaking war, and they were the main talking point. Britney Spears and
every tabloid.
Yeah, and she was the main point. We're going to war. Hold on, before we talk about what's Britney Spears doing right now? That's how crazy. That's just it's wild. And I don't think we'll ever see that again.
I don't think
we'll ever see it start that big again. But
I don't think so. I think people have tried to come close, but I think with streaming, music is so available that it's never going to be like you're going to have your top artists, obviously, and you're going to have your phenomenons, and Dua Lipa right now is the moment. Mm-hmm. But because there's more options and more talent for people to listen to, we're not going to see that. So I don't disagree.
So Chelsea, what are we talking about next month? Because we already have next month's stuff in.
We do. We're going to talk about if we could create our own social media platform and like make it perfect and tailored for us, what elements would we have? And I'm sure we'll spiral into other topics because of it.
Oh, definitely will. But that should be a good time. So Chelsea, you want any shout outs, anything you want to say before we close shop?
I don't know. Please don't get it twisted. Britney Spears is still like my girl. I have her lyrics tattooed on my body, and she's amazing, and I have her portrait in my bedroom.
How come you don't have Miley's lyrics tattooed on you?
Because, I don't know, man.
She got Britney's, but you had her at 5.
Don't come at me.
That's like me. Like, oh, I have all this Batman stuff. Well, like, Batman's like the 5th greatest of all time. But I could just recite almost every movie. But okay.
Sometimes your favorites, like your ride or dies, aren't always, I'm not going to say the best because Britney is one of the best, but they're not always, like, the moment when you're looking at them, if that makes sense.
I 100% agree. But
you know what I mean?
It is Britney.
It's Miley. It's Miley for me. It is.
Can't do it.
I did it. I said it. I stand by my conviction.
Miley's not even the best singer on this thing. No, she's not. She's not a better singer than Ariana Grande. Singing, not performing. Singing. She's not. Stop it. She's not a better singer than Demi Lovato. She's not.
Yeah, she is.
No,
her vocals are so much better than Demi's.
That's a lie.
Demi's like cuts you sometimes.
She's not a better singer than Prime Christina Aguilera. So that's 3 I'm giving you. Man.
We need somebody with a musical degree, like a vocal degree, to tell us.
Oh my!
Because then you can look at all the technicalities. Because we're just going off of what we like.
No, I was going to be real disrespectful and say that she's like a same singing class as Selena Gomez. But see, I refrained myself. Because obviously she's a better singer than Selena. But I almost went there. I almost did.
Oof.
Just saying.
Miley's better than Demi.
No, she.
Yes, she is. I would die on that hill.
Better overall. Yes.
Better singer. Yeah, she is a better singer than Demi.
She's not better than Demi.
She's better than Demi.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Song? No way.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And have them sing the ABCs.
Miley would be better.
Demi would kill her. That could be a whole other podcast. Demi versus Miley. Vocals. Because Miley is not that good a singer.
Yes, are you kidding me?
No, she's not a better singer than Prime Demi Lovato. Absolutely.
Are you kidding me? On that. Miley has never stopped having a prime. Demi has.
Fair. That is true. But if you just go at the apex of vocals, I think Demi kills her back when she was singing Heart Attack. That's how much of a better singer I think Demi is than Miley Cyrus. That's how better.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
You're allowed to be wrong.
Have you seen Miley live?
Yeah, I have.
And I've seen Demi live. See, now
I have. Miley's.
She's not better than Demi.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
I feel like we're gonna have to I have to go to a Demi concert now, and you have to go to a Miley.
No, we're gonna have no. Well, it can't be that. We have to go to both together. So then one could be like, oh, if I went to a Miley, oh, she sucked. Or you go to a Demi one, oh, she sucked. It's like we gotta go together, sit there, notes and all, and just sitting there like.
Bring my notepad.
Well, this is great. Oh man, this is how she hit that A note, fantastic. And then go. She's not a better singer.
She is though.
No way. And she's not better. Like Miley is not singing anything better than Christina Aguilera's "I Am Beautiful," but the way she was singing on that, get out of here. No way. I'm telling you, you're blinded by your likes, but it's okay. But discussion for another day. Obviously, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Let us know, because Spotify does. We're allowed to do polls. Let us know who you think's a better singer, Miley or Demi. Singing. Nope, just singing. Let us know who you guys think that is. Like Chelsea said, next month, in the month of September, we're going to make our own social media platforms, what we would want, and how we make it perfect. And we're recording this week. You'll probably hear it later on, but tomorrow on the 26th is the 2-year anniversary of the L7C podcast, with the very first episode from obviously Mitchell Oso, and with his success, grew everyone else's stuff, and 2 years later, and we're here. So
that's crazy.
I know. Started with Mitchell, and then like Jacob and Byron, and like Cedric and Justin, and then our first woman, Chelsea Police, and then now Chelsea Myers, and then obviously from one biggest, I think, growth was we went from one woman who was contributing to now like 4 or 5 to about half. Like yourself, Andrea, Sarah Boga, Cassie, and you, Carly, Chuck's wife, and you guys have killed it. So, but with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Signing out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.